season where you guys expected to be at this point in the season. Do you have any explanation for just where this team stands right now?
I can't speak for everybody. I know where I stand, and I love the silver and black. I'm going to give it everything I can every time I go out there. And I can't speak for everybody, for every man, what's going on in their head. But I can tell you what's going on in my head, and I'm going to give it all that I can every single time.
Derek, I'm going to ask this with the utmost respect. Last year, with what you did with this team, with everything you guys went through, and you endured and got to the playoffs, this year, it just seems there's frustration at times, obviously, after these losses. Is there, in any way, a disconnect with what you're trying to do and this new staff as far as the system?
I don't think so. I love Josh. I love I love our coaches. They've had nothing but success, way more success than I've ever had, and, I'm sorry.
Derek, sorry, continue.
To finish that, sorry for being emotional. I'm just pissed off about some of the things, that a lot of us try and do just to practice what we put our bodies through just to sleep at night. And for that to be the result of all that effort pisses me off. Pisses a lot of guys off. It's hard knowing what some guys are doing. Like I said, just to practice what they're putting in their body just to sleep at night. Like just so we could be there for each other. And I wish everybody in that room felt the same way about this place. And as a leader, that pisses me off, if I'm being honest.
Derek, obviously the game started a little slow the first quarter, and then those it seemed that those couple of defensive plays by Amik and Max really seemed to kind of bring the team up. It seemed, and the offense immediately went down and scored. But obviously later in the game, they couldn't quite maintain that. How do you explain the difference between how it started and the energy they had after those defensive plays?
It definitely helped us. Them getting the ball out and all that. It was good for the momentum, right, for the sideline. Because we in the first quarter, we were killing ourselves with penalties. Really, the first quarter and a half penalties. I mean, second and 30s and stuff like that. That it hurt us. I didn't see the replays on them, so I don't know, what it was or anything like that. But I just know that it hurt us, and but having those plays really fueled us, helped our sideline, and I'm happy we made those plays because it got us going.
Derek, with your comments you just made a moment ago, I'm going to ask you a question not as a quarterback, as a captain. If you have guys on that team that maybe you don't think are giving maximum effort or buying in or whatever, those are my words, not yours. How do you address that?
Mm-hmm.
How do you do it 9 games in?
Well, we had our leaders, and it's not even like something crazy, but it's just, we had our leaders address it man to man just now, and it was good. It needed to be done. It needed to be said, and I think for me is I'm always going to just show the way. I'm going to show the way, show them what it looks like, show them how hard it is. In the huddle, I told them that in the second quarter, I said, this is going to be hard, but we're going to come back and we're going to win this game. I believe it, It's going to be hard, though. It's not going to be easy. You got to do the hard things. Josh always preaches, do the hard things right. And I'm not perfect. I'm never going to be perfect. But the love that I have for this place and the effort that I'll give will never be second to none every time. And so they addressed it. We addressed it. It's not a problem. It was addressed. It was good. But I think the emotion of just 9 years of stuff hit me today for how much I really love this place. And It's not going to change anything. I'm going to come out here, I'm going to fight, I'm going to compete next week, and that's what I'm going to do.
There's 6 losses by one score, within one score, which, the narrative is always it's one play here, one play there. Does it include everyone from your coaching staff on down? Like, that's a lot of losses for one score to say just it's like a play here.
Yeah, I mean, we all take accountability. I take accountability. Like I said, I'm not perfect. Like, there's so many plays. I don't know whether completions was, but one of the ones I missed, like, take a look at those. The one to Tay, freaking trip, as I'm throwing him the ball down the field. Like that can't happen, And so, we all take accountability, and, the NFL is one-score games all the time. And so we got to learn how to, this team has to learn how to finish those, Like you said, there's been so many of them, 6 you said, right? And you flip all those, and everyone's feeling good about it, And I feel great about everything, but that just isn't the case. But it's on all of us, But for me, I'm going to speak for myself, and I'm going to come in and take my coaching from Josh. He should be hard on me like he always is, and I'm thankful for it, and we'll keep going forward and all that. You know what I mean? And I think if everyone takes that mindset, that's where you get better.
Derek, I promise I'm not preying on your emotions here.
You're good.
But the same frustration you're having in terms of that care or lack thereof from your teammates when you walking off the field and hearing the reaction of the fans, I'm assuming you obviously understand their frustration as well and maybe not taking it too personal.
Oh yeah, I never take it personal. I'm just the one that's been here the longest. I had some older players that were here longer than me say, "Don't worry, it'll be your turn someday too." Y'all gonna feel like, "Oh yeah, well, that stuff happens." I'm mad at it too, so don't worry about it.
Thank you, Derek.
Appreciate it.